Hey, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and today we're going to do a pre-impressions of Diablo Immortal. I'm going to be kind of bouncing some thoughts off of what we heard with some interviews of people who actually played the game, but mostly we're just going to be reading the website. And yes, I'm doing this live, and we're just going to be looking and kind of reacting to the trailer in real time. So here's the trailer. I'm going to hit the play button. We're going to jam to this. 5 years after the destruction of the World Stone is when we are, playing the game. It's taking place here on phones, of course, and we're not going to go into the debacle that was the announcement of this game. We're going to try to judge the game on its own merits, and I am somebody who plays mobile action RPGs, and I enjoy the experience overall. So, new mobile Diablo experience. Immediately, the UI is going to look pretty familiar to anybody who's played any mobile action RPG. That's not because of copy and pasting. That's not just because of laziness. That's just the UIs look like that. Because the buttons, well, the buttons are the UI is the buttons, and people's hands rest on phones in similar ways. It's comfortable certain ways. UIs are gonna look similar. It's just how that works. It's not copy and paste instantly. So let's look at these abilities. I mean, I think that looks pretty fun. Kind of corral mechanic of some kind. Now, I haven't really played a lot of these classes, these races and stuff and things in Diablo, so don't know. I just got Diablo 3, play Crusader. I jammed to it casually. So in terms of Diablo innovation, I don't know. I can't say that. And I could say that in terms of like other action RPGs, it looks pretty cool. This actually super excites me. That sort of scripted, I don't know what you would call that scene. It was definitely extra than normal gameplay. Now this is something more or less usual. Actually a lot of enemies and a lot of flash for a mobile game. Frankly, this could be a PC game, and the MMO. No, this isn't going to be an MMO. My strict definition of MMO, this game does not meet. But it's pretty cool that they're going to be focusing on online gameplay. I think game's probably not going to be as competitive or anywhere competitive at all. It's probably not going to have leagues, but as a casual dungeon diving game, a little bit more social features. Yeah, I'm game for that. I could jam to that. If that's Diablo or not, that's debatable, but I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing on phones. I don't like the potion counter. I don't like the 100 potion counter. That looks like that could be something debatably pay to win. But Diablo Immortal, I mean, from the gameplay, especially that little elevator scene, if you can call it that looked really cool. If we have lots of, tapping and swiping stuff like that, it could kind of be fun. It could also be cheesy. So I don't know, the spider thing, that kind of looked cool. There's some interesting aspects to this game, but it looks like bossing is going to be a big aspect of the gameplay, which I would expect to be the case with it being more online focused. So 6 players dive into a dungeon, probably going to be lots of trash being thrown at you. Hopefully some really interesting mechanics when it comes to group play. But it looks like, yeah, you're going to be smashing bosses' faces, and that's kind of what I want out of Diablo. That's me personally. So anyways, going through it, we're going to look through the website and see what it's got. Diablo Immortal is a mobile. No, it's not a mobile MMO. Nope, that's just false advertising. Mobile action RPG. No, it's just an online action RPG. Maybe you can call it an MMO light, but it's really not an MMO. And I can't believe Blizzard would say that. The people who make freaking World of Warcraft and Diablo, which are obviously totally different games, and then they're trying to say that this new Diablo is an MMO just because it focuses a little bit more on the online. But there is actually going to be open instances, so maybe that's it. Experience the world of Sanctuary in a persistent, always online adventure, anywhere, anytime. That's not to say it's a giant open world, but there will be micro instances that are persistent. People can jump in and out. Join a worldwide community as you battle side by side. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Got that cinematic trailer, which is good, all fine and dandy. Big production value. But I'm not going to play it because then Blizzard's going to copyright claim this video. And I need the $2 from this video so I can go to the dollar menu and eat for the day. All right, the story, an untold chapter of the Diablo saga, which I think is cool. Sure. I'm gonna be honest here, guys. Right here, we're gonna talk about the story a little bit here, and I think you guys in the comments who are Diablo fans are gonna be able to say more than me. But I'm just gonna say this right here. As someone who's not a Diablo fan, I'm kind of not a fan because I don't think the writing's good. I think it's cheesy. So can anybody agree with me on that? That's just my experience so far. It's just, I'm not sold on it. I think Path of Exile was a little bit more tasteful. Yeah, that might be rough going into a Diablo video with a lot of Diablo fans, but hey, it's Diablo Immortal. I think you guys would save me something, for shitting on it a little bit. The story of Diablo Immortal set between the events of Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, and Diablo 3. The world's stone lies shattered, and yet great power remains within its corrupted fragments. Stuff and things, guys, stuff and things. Here's the timeline. I don't really care. I just want to smash bosses and monsters with friends. Okay. the world sanctuary at your fingertips. Now, we do have a world map that doesn't say shit. Honestly, what I know is there will be a hub town, there will be open instances, and there's most certainly going to be instance dungeons being the main meat and taters of the gameplay. Unique zones and dungeons. From the peaceful town of Wortham to the jungle island of Bilithan, whatever, weirdest names, right? And the ancient library of Zoltun Kill. I never know how to pronounce any of these shits. Each zone in Diablo Immortal has new challenges to master and familiar faces to see. Now, I gotta say, I'm liking what they're showing here. This kind of looks platformy. This kind of looks like, I like this extra layer of gameplay, which is something you might see in other RPGs and action RPGs, but generally, most action RPG, it's just like, you know, you just jump into hordes of enemies and that's the gameplay until you hit a boss, and then you rinse and repeat. These kind of changes in the gameplay flow, these elevator scenes, I think is interesting, especially in an online game. Like, are the party members split? So would the mage want to shoot stuff over on the other raft? I don't know, dude. That's some kind of cool mechanics, and I want to see it played out. Will you choose to help Vala and her teacher in the Shazar Sea, or delve the tomb of Fahir, an ancient disciple of Akrak, or storm the Countess? I don't know. They're just saying stuff and things. Okay, moving on. Massively multiplayer action in your pocket. Now, I believe it's going to be action-packed. I believe it's going to be online. I believe it's going to have gameplay focused on the online gameplay. But that doesn't still make it an MMO. Is Borderlands an MMO? Is Warframe an MMO? No, they're not. Is this Albion? Is this RuneScape? Fucking no. It's still Diablo. It's still an online action RPG. Meet other demon slayers as you wander Sanctuary and join them to take on deep, treacherous dungeons. Again, focusing on the dungeon gameplay. Visit vast social hubs like Westmarch, so maybe multiple social hubs. That could be cool. Instead of just one, it might still just be one. But I know in the game Dragon Nest, you actually have tiers. I think it would be kind of cool to have different cities. I don't know. Maybe. Drop in and out of groups easily and engage in dynamic events all over the world, teaming up with other heroes as you take down Skarn's minions and reap powerful rewards. So there it is. This is probably going to feel similar to something like Destiny. You guys play Destiny with the open world events that sometimes, dynamically pop up. Probably going to feel like that. So Westmarch. It's only showing one city here, so I think this is the only hub here, which is Westmarch. Maybe that's the background there. It looks pretty cool, I guess. Explore the sprawling streets of Westmarch at a time before Melchil's. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know how to pronounce. The city is always bustling with activity as visitors from all over the world come to marvel at its sights, enjoy its landmarks, and more. Now, one thing, some people are lamenting that Diablo is going to go with a more social kind of, not just mechanical experience, but it's also going to be less dark and brooding, apparently. It's going to be less morbid, less gory. To me, I'm actually okay with that. As somebody who reads Berserk, I'm totally fine with that. It started out really dark and grotesque and got kind of fanciful. And you know what? That's kind of fine to me too. We still, look at this, it's still kind of darkly. It's kind of, it reminds me of like Devilian, which was actually a Diablo MMO-ish clone kind of thing going on. It reminds me of a few action RPGs because they're obviously rooted with the roots of Diablo. This doesn't look like Diablo 2. It's not. It's definitely more cartoon, more colorful in ways. But like, I don't know, man. To me, just as somebody who's only played Diablo 3, it looks like Diablo to me. And it looks like all the other Diablo-inspired games as well. Like, I don't think it's too much of a departure, though I will say, I gotta admit here, with the graphics, with the aesthetic, and the mechanics of being more social, that I really like Dark Souls, and I really like Path of Exile's aesthetic. But merging this kind of gameplay, this kind of art style, all together with the online just really makes a lot of sense. And honestly, I'm really hungry for a darkly, grimly type of action RPG that's just more social. So yeah, I like that there's a big, giant city with lots of NPCs and lots of players running around that's still in this big grim world. Because sometimes when you're in a dungeon diver, you kind of forget that there's a world outside there that you're fighting for. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, Westmarch is where you can meet all your adventuring needs. You'll have access to your stash and vendors and stuff, and okay. Peerless precision, peerless action. And a lot of people are scoffing at this. But dudes, go on my channel, look at a few mobile action RPGs that I've played. It can get really good. I can name a few already. Honkai, Impact 3rd, Dragon Project, another one. Impact, great one. It's a premium action RPG as well. And I just bought a bunch of others. There's many action RPG that work really great. On iOS, I actually really enjoyed the Xenonia series. It's kind of on Android a little bit, but it's kind of fucky on Android. Anyways, have I played mobile action RPG? Have I had fun? Yep, and it can work. So anybody who just laughs at this, you're bullshit, guys. Diablo is not that mechanically intensive. It is no Monster Hunter. It is no Dark Souls. It is an isometric, build-oriented, looting action RPG. These buttons, these controls are honestly going to be fine enough. And what I've seen for their controls are actually really good. There's another trailer out there that, when they actually announced it, they went into more detail of exactly how the controls work. These controls are like, that's the kind of controls you want. This is good. It's very good. I could just mention one thing. So right here, you'll notice that this actually moves based on where the thumb actually lands. See, it actually goes back into position. You could, as long as your thumb is somewhere on this side of the screen, when you place it down, it activates the analog, and then from where you move it, you move your character. Trust me, it's really intuitive. Over here, all these buttons, all the other action RPG use these UIs, not because they copy paste, but because it just works. Okay, the UI is very clean. Look how minimalistic this is. Holy shit, whoa, wait. They got a fucking voice chat in this game? Dude, is that what that is? I don't know if that's voice chat or if it's gonna be a VGS system, but either way, being an online game, that's kind of that's a necessity. That's actually really awesome. And I like that there's like a little chat box down here as well. Very clean. It's very good. This is actually really sexy. More games need to actually have UIs like this. So people who are yelling at the UI, no, dude, this is looking good. Okay, this is looking great. I'm liking it. Zero in on your enemies. So yeah, directional controls. Oh, basically everything I just said. Rise as a champion of the sanctuary. So we can actually look through these classes. I don't know how they're going to compare to Diablo 3's. I've only played a bit of Crusader, so I don't know the builds and everything. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm almost certain that this Diablo is going to play like Diablo 3 or like a normal action RPG when it comes to the first progression, but the end game progression, the leaguage, and the build kind of gameplay, I don't know how to describe it, but that sort of gameplay probably isn't going to exist. I will say that. This is probably going to have a different gameplay loop when it comes to endgame, which I'm fine with, as I guess you can call me a casual. But I think most people will be fine with this. But most Diablo fans are probably not going to be okay with this. You're going to have fun for a little bit, but I don't think you're going to consistently play like the rest of everyone else. So we got the Barbarian, which is going to have our spin to win. What is this? Whirlwind? Can we actually click this? Whirlwind. We got a Whirlwind, Ancient Spear, and Hammer of the Ancients. It's not going to show us that. Okay. We got the Monks, Seven-Sided Strike, Cyclone Strike, Dashing Strike, a lot of strickety strikes. Got Lightning Nova, Teleport, and Meteor. And then, okay, it's going to be locked. So they're going to slowly announce stuff, but we can basically see the gameplay in the background, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this is going to be all the abilities. There probably is going to be stuff you switch in and switch out. There might be builds, but I think the saving grace for this game is going to be the paper doll with the items. So maybe they're not going to have too complex of a talent tree, too complex of spell customization, but hopefully the items that we're looting in this game that is based on persistently looting, then hopefully we get some really weird and fun stuff that modifies our abilities and how we play in a role. That would be really sexy. That would be really cool. So yeah. Monsters, we can check out some monsters here. Skarn, apparently he's the big baddie. I don't know, at least he's the big bad of season 1 or whatever. The Herald of Terror, should we read this? The demon known as Skarn, Herald of Terror. Once Diablo's most powerful lieutenant, is rallying a new demonic army. Skarn intends to gather the fragments of the corrupted World Stone and use them to resurrect Diablo, reigniting the eternal conflict between angels and demons. Skarn is not the only one hoping to seize the window that's been opened by the World Stone's destruction. A fledgling coven is at large, and dark cultists roam the land, spreading corruption wherever they go. Okay, well, I read that, and I had a little bit of a snooze fest. That's just kind of usual here, you know, been there, done that stuff. Ancient horrors. Dude, this is looking pretty horrific. Now, you might notice maybe less gory, but this still looks pretty dark to me. I mean, this guy especially is very, you know, disfigured, and I don't know, man, he looks quite horrific to me. It's not the gore porn that maybe people from Diablo 2 might be expecting and wanting, but then again, ever since Diablo 3, that's been really culled out. So anyways, we can sign up for the exclusive rewards. I've actually already emailed so that I can try to get signed up early. I pre-registered on Google Play as well. I will be playing this game as soon as possible. I'm gonna be jumping into it. Let's see what we got for media. It's not gonna show too much. Okay, we just got the gameplay trailer, which we looked at earlier, and the cinematic. And we have the image gallery, which I guess we could flip through here as we're just talking about stuff and things. So some people did mention that this game looks like a clone to another game. And some other people say it looks like a clone to another game. The thing is, I'll just come out and say this. This is not a clone of a game called Crusaders of Light. Whoever says that has not played Crusaders of Light and is just parroting whatever was said on Reddit or whatever was said by anybody else. And immediately, I think what you guys should do is call those motherfuckers out for falsely, circle jerking on the toxicity of this game. No, this game is not a clone of Crusaders of Light. It may very well be a clone of another game. Who knows? But at least not Crusaders of Light. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that this game, while it's going to lean on a lot of principles that are designed off of clones of, well, Diablo originally, for the most part, I think the gameplay looks actually pretty original. Like, it actually is engaging to me, personally. I think it could be really cool. I think it could be really fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We looked at pretty much all the information that we have right now, and I gave you as much schema as I possibly could. In terms of action RPG on mobile devices, this new one, is one of the most exciting. I know it might still sting a little bit that you didn't get the, Diablo 4 announcement, and what Blizzard did was kind of a slap in the face. But this game, and mobile gaming as a whole, mobile action RPGs are not the devil, okay? But Diablo might show you that, you can actually have some really cool games on mobile. Or not, it could be a pay-to-win fucking shitfest, but I'm keeping the hype alive. Let me know thoughts and feelings in the comments below, and hopefully we can all have fun. My name's Skylent, and I'll see you in the next one.